Hey, what's up guys? It's Brennan. So today I'm going to be doing a live stream answering all of your questions for Shopify dropshipping. That's what we're going to be talking about today. So as soon as you guys start getting in here, just go ahead and leave your questions down below and I will go ahead and answer them. Hey, what's up, Enlise Belenio? I recognize you, buddy. Hey, what's up? How's it going? You mean drinking some water? Ha 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 ha. What's up? Doing fine, bro. Awesome, awesome. Good to hear. Good to hear. Waiting for more people to get in. Yo, what's up, Stefan? Stefan Post. How's it going? Where are you from? Enli. Villanio. I am from Florida. Florida in the United States. Good morning, evening. Thanks, Milan. Milan Grobler. Stefan Post, yo. So that's where I'm from, guys. If you want, you just leave your questions below. You know, how are you guys doing on this fine evening or morning or wherever you guys are located? Obviously, it depends on, you know, where you're at, depending on the time zone and all that kind of stuff. But you guys could just leave your questions below. I'm here to just answer all that kind of stuff. Have a good time. I have a question. Why do you do this for free? Well, it's actually really fun and rewarding, actually, to help people with their businesses, their journey, all that kind of stuff. It's actually just really fun for me. I've always enjoyed making content. Before this channel, I used to make a lot of other different content. I used to have a gaming channel for a while. If you guys watch my story on how I made my first $1,000 online, that's a video I made, I think, last week on the channel or maybe a few days ago. But yeah, that's what's up, guys. Marco Best, what's up? But yeah, that's pretty much why. Anils, just because, you know, I enjoy it. I mean, it's fun for me. Stefan Post, you know, and that comes answering that question a little bit deeper there. I mean, that really comes down to the core of any business. Yeah, I remember the paychecks coming in. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's funny. It's pretty funny. What's up, Boston area? I've actually been to Boston, Stefan, I think twice now. I want to go up there again. Honestly, it would be pretty cool to live there. Boston's a really nice area for sure. What's up, Stefan? Thoughts on print on demand, and whether advisable to mix print on demand and dropship on the same store or have separate stores. So it depends on your niche, on what you want to do with that. I really like print on demand because you can create custom designs and stuff like that. I have seen a couple different stores do print on demand really successfully in mixing with dropshipping. One thing to keep in mind though is that traditional dropship products have a longer shipping time. So depending on building your brand and what you're trying to do there, so you may want to, sorry, the video is like being really buffering right now with the Wi-Fi here. So you guys might have some buffering with the video, but in terms of in terms of answering your question there with mixing it, with the drop shipping, the problem with drop shipping sometimes in mixing it is people might have really quick shipping times on the print on demand and then have really long shipping times on the drop ship. So it depends on what you're trying to do. If you could order the dropship products yourself and then self-fulfill, that could work out pretty good too. It just depends on what you're trying to do. I would say that can definitely help you. So if you guys can still see me, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat as well. Just because it says the video output is a little bit low, there might be some buffering for the stream. Just put a 1 in the chat if you guys can still see me. Everything sounds good for you guys. It's hard for me to tell. All right, cool. Sounds good. Awesome. What's up, Cashier? Marco and Elise, thank you guys. James P, thank you. All right, good, because it's saying that it was like low, but I think it's fine. Thanks, Jonathan. Awesome. Okay, so trying to get back to the other questions. Brennan, are you going to the store? I was gonna tell a joke. No, I mean that other stream, I was on top of a parking garage, not at a Walmart. I remember someone was saying I was on top of Walmart or something like that. Anyway, continuing, yeah, shipping will be an issue, Stefan. Yeah, shipping. The thing is with print on demand is the shipping is actually really fast with companies like Printful and stuff like that. The shipping is really quick, which is awesome, and I've done it a little bit. The shipping is like under a week, which is really, really cool. Read the joke. Moving right through here. Oh, the joke. Okay, so the joke was, hey, Bernie, you're going to the store. Yep. Why can't you give me $1 cookie? Sure, it would be $5. Oh, dropshipper. I get what you mean. I get what you mean. All right. Going back to the questions here, Jussesso, do you stack interests when you are targeting? How many ad sets do you use per product? So I do like to stack interests when targeting. If you're regarding to Facebook specifically, doing different types of ad sets per product, you're going to want to test different demographics. So especially with PPEs, when you're first getting your feet wet with PPE ads, testing out like how people interact and gauging the interest of the product. If you're going to be going down that route, which it sounds like that's what you're trying to do, then stack some interests as well as different ad sets. The amount of ad sets that you have, you're going to have to test different. What's it called? Different age ranges and different stuff like that. You're going to have to pin them against each other, kind of test it out. That's what you could do with different ad sets for the products. If that answers your question, I hope. Sick Beats, is it possible to use Oberlo? Is it possible to use Oberlo to fulfill the order automatically? Yes. You do have to click push. You still have to have it complete the order. You have to still go in onto Oberlo and click submit, fulfill order. Unless you hire a virtual assistant to do that for you. Once you scale up, you could do that potentially as well. That's another option for you. But it's pretty automated. You just click the button, it goes through and it clicks order. So it's pretty quick, but if you wanted to make it fully automatic with Oberlo, you would have to hire a virtual assistant, which the last store where I had a mass amount of sales where it became difficult to fulfill all of them, I almost hired a virtual assistant, but I was able to manage it. But at certain levels, you might want to hire a virtual assistant to manage the fulfillment, because it can become a lot, even with Oberlo. I know that's a long-winded answer for that, but you can. Moving right along, is there a way that dropshipping can die? Okay. So dropshipping, the thing is people have been doing this for years upon years, okay? AliExpress, their entire business model, I mean, they make so much money off of the dropshipping business model. It definitely wouldn't just go away at all, really. I don't think it's going to die no matter what, because the thing is with dropshipping, there's so many different businesses. It's hard to explain, but there's warehouses in the US that do it. It's a service that won't ever really go away because people are always going to be ordering online, wanting different products. Maybe the way that you do it might kind of shift and change as time goes on, and people have to adapt to that. Just like social media platforms. I mean, years ago, before Instagram existed, people only had really Facebook, or even before that, other social media platforms. So you just have to think over time, things will shift and change, but you just have to adapt. So Osred Repair, hey bro, what's up? Trying to get through all these questions here. CH2S, what's up? I'm always here. Like all your videos, and we talk on Insta. Yo, what's up? Thank you. Thanks. Yo, you're great, bro. How you spent the day today? Mostly I was working on different video ideas for the channel. Other than that, I've been doing some product research and stuff like that for dropshipping. I've been scaling back a lot of the dropshipping as putting more time into the channel. Because I really want to bring that full content to you guys, because I really enjoy making the content. It's very rewarding and fun for me. So that's how I spent a lot of the day. I went outside, rode my skateboard, stuff like that. If you guys follow me on Instagram, which is on screen here, Brennan_Valesky, you guys can see my my skateboard, stuff like that. Do that stuff on from day to day. Moving right along then, which you guys definitely should follow. Also, like this live stream as well. Check out the links below. I have a link to a free Facebook Mastermind group. I think we got about 15 to 20 people in there now. So if you guys want to join that, just go ahead in the description. Everything is linked there. You can go ahead and check out everything I have down below. So moving back to the questions here, moving right along. What's up? I'm here. I like all your videos. Oh yeah, I already read that. Okay, so how do you spend? How long did it take you to make your first sale in dropshipping? So the time it took me to get my first sale in dropshipping, that was I actually talked about that in the video upload today that I did with a fellow YouTuber and friend Zach. I talked about it in that video, and it took me, I think, about 3 months, maybe about 2 months. I mean, it really depends on how quick you are, how much action you take. The more action you take, the quicker that you're going to get to the results, okay? Because if you kind of just sit back and be like, and don't really take a lot of action, it's going to take you longer to get any kind of results because you're not throwing stuff at the wall, okay? This is the same thing with any kind of business, really. If you're not testing things out, playing around with things, it's going to be really hard for you to get that first sale, all that kind of stuff. Just so. Moving along here to Anthony Venegas. That's a problem you do want. Oh, right. The amount of orders. Yeah. Yeah. It is a problem you do want if you have to, but it's a scaling issue. I think it's a problem for a lot of different entrepreneurs and business owners. Once you get to a certain level in your business, you really have to manage your time because you only have so much time to spend on so many things. And you have to really scale it and manage it really, really well so that you're not blowing all of your time on stuff that doesn't matter as much. So that's why people hire employees for businesses. That's why people hire managers, social media people for different things so that they can focus on what makes them either the most money or what's most valuable for them in terms of their time. Because especially if you have a business and you're scaling everything up, you don't want to be working on the business all the time and then have no time for family, relationships, having fun, all that kind of stuff. So really life balance is important there with time management. So, you can make all the sales in the world, but if you don't have time to deal with customer service, responding to people, you're gonna run out of energy. So you got to make sure to also consider that other side of things. It is a problem you want, but you just have to think about all the sides of the coin there. All right, moving right along. Gosh, got a lot of questions, guys, coming in. Trying to get through all of them. Okay. Do you prefer Dropify or Oberlo? I prefer Oberlo. That's what I've always used and liked. I've not really tried Dropify, so I really don't have much of an opinion on it. James P. I think I've went to the website like once. And Elise, but now our apps like Wish don't pay more for the same product. See, the thing is, Wish does not sell the products very well to people. So like people on Wish, they're looking for super cheap stuff, but they don't expect the quality. Like they don't expect good customers. Like Wish is just kind of like the cheap garbage bin of the internet. It's almost like a dollar store online. Okay, that's pretty much what it is. So with Wish, they're not really trying to sell the products, whereas you as a dropshipper can go in there and really sell the product to the customer in an effective way and help convince them on actually purchasing this product in a lot more of an effective manner versus someone just going on to Wish. You can also block people that are interested in Wish on Facebook. I know I talked about that in my Facebook ads video. I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago on the channel. You can block people on your ad sets that are interested in Wish, eBay, all that kind of stuff. Because I remember back when I was running like my first couple of Facebook campaigns, people were commenting, "Oh, you can get this on eBay for like $1, $2." It's like, no, and you block the question. So yeah. Moving right along here, the lab. Hey, when you make a sale, do you get all of the money up front and then pay the difference, or do you have to pay your money first and get the profit later for every product? So you get the money pretty much like within a couple of days. I think it's like 2 to 3 business days. The money should be deposited into your account. It just depends on your country, on your bank account, on everything that you have set up. But with Shopify payments, you should get the deposit within 2 to 3 business days, maybe even, I mean, it's pretty quick when you actually get the money after you get the sales. and you pretty much get it right away, or within a couple days. You don't get it like instantly. So yeah, you have to pay with your own money first and then get the profit later. Yes, that is true. You have to wait like a couple days to get the profit. So you need some extra money. That's why I tell you guys to start out with a little bit of extra money when starting with dropshipping, or Shopify in general, because you're going to have to cover the product cost before the money comes back into your bank account. So if you guys are enjoying this live stream, make sure to hit that like button on the live stream as well. It helps me out. Check out the social media links below. Follow me on Instagram, all that kind of stuff. It's on screen at Brennan_Valesky. Moving through the questions now. Did you break the 5K? No, not yet. Not 5K a day yet. Quite there. It's a bit far off from there, but you know, working towards it. Do you do millions? Like I said, working towards it for sure. I mean, a lot of those like massive numbers, the thing to keep in mind, I was actually going to make a video on this for you guys, but like a lot of things that people don't tell you with this business model, at least in terms of selling trendy products, is that it's like it lasts for that bit of time and then you need to move to the next thing. So you may get a lot of money in like 1 month or like a week or but if you're going just on trendy products. If you build a brand, that's the more long-term way to go. But if you just do, just the certain trendy products, some people may make a lot of money at one moment and then it kind of just like sizzles off because you have to move from product to product. So at least with trendy stuff, if you're selling just that. Which is very popular. A lot of people like to do that because it's a lot of money out there to be made. So for sure. How do you handle returns? So Stefan, with handling returns, I basically just let the customer keep the product, and then I just like refund them the money because it's not worth the energy trying to have them send back a product, especially because the product usually only costs like a couple bucks anyway. So I would just let them keep the product for good customer service. That's probably the best way to go with that. And then going back to Daniel's question here, Daniel Gee, is backend more important than front end these days? If you're going to be building a brand, backend is like the most important factor really to building like long-term success, especially with a Shopify store, because it's not like you're you have, in order to provide them with content or something to really keep them hooked into your brand, whether that's like an Instagram page. And this, I'm talking about really building like a long-term brand. I'm going to be making a few different videos on the channel about like comparing the two. But if you're building a long-term brand, backend is super, super important. Email marketing, Instagram, like retargeting almost with just regular posts, all those little backend links that you do to keep people in your funnel. That is how you build that long-term brand recognizability, all that kind of stuff. That's what you need for sure for the long run. Front end is really important to get the customers in the door at least, and that's also important. But back end, I think, both are equally important. But back end is definitely something a lot of people neglect in brands, and that's very important to maintain those customers that you already have. So moving right along here, what are the skills needed for dropshipping? I would say creativity, lots of skills, analytical skills. Just getting some water there. I would say the most important skills really are going to be graphic design skills, problem solving. It takes a lot of analytical skills. You don't even have to be that good at math, really. You just have to be able to analyze situations and kind of problem solve. I mean, that's really entrepreneurship in general for any kind of business that you're starting, whether it's just dropshipping or anything else, advertising. I mean, because dropshipping in general, there's a lot of different skill sets that you might want to have, and some people move more with certain skill sets than others. Like some people know how to do Facebook ads really, really well. Some people suck at them. Some people go more for Instagram influencers. Some people will go more for Google AdWords. It just depends on what you're good at and where you can focus the most time. Some people really, really focus on email marketing. Some people focus on content creation. It just depends on what you're good at in order to fulfill your dropshipping store and create good sales with it. Moving right along here. Sorry about that one, guys. Also, be sure to like this live stream. Check out the social media links below. Follow me on Instagram. If you guys have gotten any kind of value so far. Just trying to help you guys out here. Subscribe to the channel if you're watching this and you aren't already subscribed. Like I said, there's a free Facebook Mastermind group linked down in the description box below, so you guys go ahead and check that out, either during the stream or after the stream, whatnot. If you guys want to check all that kind of stuff out. Just moving through the questions, getting a lot of questions, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to move through them as much as I can. All right, Michael Youngblood, do you recommend PPE or website conversion for testing? I would say PPE for testing, for gauging interest. If you're more advanced with Facebook, you can move into website conversion first. But for a lot of beginners, I would say PPE. It's a little bit easier. It's pretty straightforward. It's just a social video. I mean, if it's a product that you think could have some virality with tagging and stuff like that, definitely PPE. You're driving engagement to it. And then later you can take certain market segments that are proven to work with you and then utilize those under website conversion. Marco Best, how do I deal with returns? Like I said to Stefan, with returns, let the customer keep the product, and then you just refund them the money, stuff like that. So that's pretty much what you do. It's not worth trying to deal with keeping the product and stuff like that. And Elise, now that you have experience, why did you get your first sale? It took so long. Why get your first sale took so long? I mean, because it's a brand new business model. You have no idea what you're doing. It takes a while to actually get any kind of success with this. I mean, just like anything, really. I mean, you have to build up your skill sets, get better, all that kind of stuff. It's going to take some time for sure to develop yourself and really learn the business model. Tas Lusu, what is the best payment to use for paying dropship products so Chinese scammers don't steal our money? The thing is, on AliExpress, you can pretty much trust AliExpress. You're not going to run into any issues on there. You could set up just a regular debit card or credit card or something like that. Definitely use a debit or credit card because you have protection there when you're paying for stuff, as well as PayPal has protection. So I wouldn't. Oh, PayPal has a decent amount of protection. I would say that credit card, debit card has more protection. But I would just, at least with AliExpress, you shouldn't have too many problems. But with other things like DHgate, Alibaba directly, some of those direct suppliers, yes, you can run into some scammers. So you have to be careful. I haven't really directly interacted with a whole lot of suppliers because right now I don't do private labeling and custom products, although I probably will in the future for one of my friend's stores that I'm going to be developing in the future. But right now I'm not really messing around with that kind of stuff. So maybe in the future, but you do have to be careful with certain Chinese scammers for sure. Mohammed, thank you, Brendan. What's your method to have winning products? Find what's hot if you're doing trendy stuff, okay? If you're talking about winning products in terms of trendy stuff, and that's what I talk a lot about on the channel, at least for winning products. You can also add them to your niche store. It just depends on what you're trying to do. There's a lot of different ways that you can run a Shopify store, whether that's dropshipping, print on demand, all that stuff can work. It's all e-commerce, okay? It's e-com at the end of the day. It just depends on what you want to do. But, I mean, there's a lot of different methods. Pexta.com, I've put that on the channel lots of different times. That can definitely help you, Mohammed. Moving along, Deem Khan, I have $100. Is it fair to start or I lose all my money? Sir, answer please. $100, I would save up a little bit more than that, Nadeem. Especially if that's like a lot of savings that you have. I don't know how old you are. But I would make sure that before you get into this business, like make sure you're already making some money so you have some money to play around with, okay? Because you're going to be losing some money up front when you're getting started as a beginner. I mean, I blew like at least $300 total, maybe $350 or something like that when I was first getting started. Just trying to test out the waters, different advertising methods, all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, you got to have some, probably want a little bit more money just so you don't screw yourself over and be like, oh no, I lost all my money, blah blah blah, now I can't do anything. Like, I would save up some more money, do some side projects for people. Think like an entrepreneur, all right? I hate to say that very cliche, but think about some other ways to make money before doing dropshipping with only $100, because $100 isn't going to get you that far with dropshipping. It's a good amount of money for sure, but you're gonna want some more to build yourself out in dropshipping, and especially in the beginning, when you're first learning and getting started. Later on, you could start stuff with less. Like, it doesn't take as much work then, but that's because you're already experienced. Silas Music ever made a sale with $5 a day? Seemed to get around 400 to 800 impressions and nothing else. Any ideas on how to improve? So so when my friend actually did PPE ads with $5 a day and did get some results. It really just depends on the product, okay, with what type of advertising method you're doing. When you're saying $5 a day, I imagine you're talking about Facebook ads with PPE. If you're only getting that many impressions and nothing else, if you're not getting much engagement on the post, it's probably the product that you're advertising probably needs to switch or something like that, especially if you haven't seen that it's been proven for other people. You're probably going to want to switch products in terms of making sales, because I even made sales breaking even I did make sales breaking even at $5 a day. I just didn't really bring much profit from it. So you just have to gauge interest if you're not getting anything else from it. But also, you don't want to kill the ad too early. If you just started it, it takes usually like a day or two to optimize. Moving along, what's the best niche at this time? In terms of picking a niche, anything people are passionate about, CH. That would be the answer there. Milan, really wish I could be a part of this stream. Work starting in 10 minutes now, 7:20 a.m. Yep, sorry about that one, Milan. I try to stream when people are available. Just keep a lookout for the channel. Follow me on my social medias and stuff like that. Guys, if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram. It's linked right there, Brendan_Valesky. Everything else is linked down in the description box below. If you guys want to check out the free private Facebook Mastermind group, I also created that since that's what you guys wanted. Talked about in the live stream a few days ago, and you guys really wanted it, so I created it for you guys. Check out all that stuff. Shopify trial, Shopify course, all that stuff is down in the description to help get you guys started, all that kind of stuff. Help you guys out. So how much did you spend before becoming profitable? Just says so. I think I said this a minute ago, about $250 to $300 that I spent. Roughly. I mean, I was breaking even somewhat. It depends on the product, depends on what you're trying to do. And Lee's thoughts on Fred Lamb. Some people say that I actually sound like Fred Lamb, hilariously, because we both enunciate like we both enunciate in the same way, even though he's like Asian and I'm white. Like, it's kind of funny that we sound similar, but it's not really our accent, but it's our the way that we enunciate and like tackle word like attacking words. Okay, I think that's why people think that we sound similar, which I think is kind of funny. It's the same niche. Talking about ecom. But Stefan, which Shopify plan do you recommend? I would recommend the basic Shopify plan. That is probably the best one, the $29 a month. You really don't need anything more than that when you're first getting started, because the only reason really to jump up to the other Shopify plans is because of basically you get more lower credit card fee. So if you have a lot of orders, you save some money moving up to higher plans. You're also able to add more managers to your store. It's more so once you've scaled up your store a lot, then I would recommend paying for the higher plans. But when you're first starting out, just try the basic. The basic plan is really all you need. $29 a month. Sick Beats, is Shopify call center open 24 hours? I'm not sure if it's open 24 hours. I have called them many times. I really like the Shopify help center. They're very good with answering any kind of questions about your store and stuff like that. If you have really specific questions, not stuff that I can really answer, just more specific to Shopify, like payment problems or something like that. I think that they are open 24 hours. I'm not sure though. You might have to check their hours. Dang, there's a lot of questions, guys. I'm trying to move through all of them. How long Instagram ads, Siraj? How long do Instagram ads work? Like, how many days of sales can you expect? When you're doing an Instagram ad, okay, there's two different types of ads. There's influencer promotions, and then there is like regular ads that you kind of do through Facebook, business.facebook.com. So those are the two different types. With the sales that you can expect, usually if you're doing an influencer promotion, if it only lasts for a day, The sales usually only come in for maybe a day or two. It's as long as the post is up. That's how long you can kind of expect it. If you do on a bigger influencer that actually keeps the post up, you could be getting sales for a while off of that promotion. It just depends on the type of promotion that you're running. You're going to get sales as long as it's up, pretty much. If it's the right product, right people, all that kind of stuff. Daniel Gee, do you focus on building a brand or jumping on trending? So that's actually a good question. I've been pretty much just jumping on trending stuff for the past bit. In the future, I'd like to build a brand. It's just that the amount of time that I have in a day, like, it doesn't really allow for me to scale up in terms of building an e-commerce brand. I want to do that in the future, especially I have some stuff in mind for a few of my friends that I could get started with, but it's going to be like more long-term vision in the future, not stuff that I can really focus on right now at the moment with the way that I'm scaling different things in YouTube and all the different stuff that I manage on a day-to-day basis. I would say building a brand is the better long-term play. Jumping on trending stuff is going to make you quick money. So it just depends on what you're trying to do. If you want to build like a long-term business, go for building a brand 100%. That is the way to go. But, you know, in terms of what I'm doing lots of different things. I'd like to build, like, I have plans for a longer-term e-commerce brand, but it's going to take some time to, like, get the right kind of scale for all of that, build the right kind of team and all that kind of stuff. So definitely plans for the future, but not at the exact moment, okay? Kind of in the development phase, if you like to say that. Janice Brostrom, what do you think is the most easy to sell and earn money on this two niche print on demand or to niche print on demand or drop from AliExpress? So is customer service very important on the grammar? Because I'm not very good at English. Oh, you're from Denmark. Okay, cool. So the easiest thing to sell and earn money in is, you know, something people are passionate about within print on demand. You could sell to a niche. I would say comedic shirts are good for a variety of different niches, really, for print on demand. I would say comedy type print on demand shirts or drop shipping. Drop shipping AliExpress is probably going to be easier because you don't really have to pay designers or design yourself for your print on demand shirts. So I would say drop shipping is going to be easier. But print on demand, you can also sell some really nice unique products with print on demand. It depends on what you're trying to do there. And then customer service is important. I wouldn't say so much the grammar is super important on the customer service. I mean, it could help. But if you're not good at English, I mean, you could literally just say that. Like you could even say, "Hey, we're based in Denmark. Sorry if you know something doesn't sound perfect or whatever. You know, don't worry too much about that." You could just say to people in the email like, "Oh, hey, you know, this store is based out of Denmark. Is sorry if this sounds something or blah blah blah." Like people really don't care as long as they can kind of make out the answer. That they don't really like care too much with the customer service on that aspect. Customer service is important, but the grammar aspect not too big a deal. Can I put a live chat in my store? I think you can put. I've seen that on Oberlo. Oberlo has a live chat type of thing, Annalise. So just look into adding live chat, different apps. I'm sure there's a lot of different live chat stuff like that. The different apps that you can add. Fred Lamb looks very young, Stefan. Yeah, I thought he was like younger than me. Okay, because I'm like 20 now. I thought he was. I thought that Fred Lamb was like 16, 17, like what? Like he's like 30 something. He's definitely at least 10 years older than me, guaranteed, because he was talking about doing stuff back in like 2008 on one of the videos I saw with him and Grant Cardone or something. So I was like, what? Like that's crazy. And yeah, he looks really young. At least, yeah, I can't stop hearing what is happening. Okay, so Sick Beats, oh gosh, I just scrolled past everything. Is it possible to do dropshipping? It's a full-time job income. It can build up to that. I mean, really any online business you can build to a full-time job, full-time income. With any online business, it's possible for sure. And definitely with dropshipping, if you really want to move to a full-time income full-time job type of thing there, Sick Beats, you're going to want to build a long-term brand and create content, SEO type stuff, do some like Google AdWords to build traffic, do some reviews, lots of different business models within ecom that you can do for drop shipping or like however you fulfill your products. But if you want to build it long-term, full-time, I would say really focus on building a strong brand where you're creating a lot of value for people, because if you kind of just go for like the trendy stuff, it's not going to last as long, and you might run into problems where it's like, oh, you just made a bunch of money and then now you're like not making any money, and you could be like, it's almost like selling real estate. You might sell one home and then you might go like months without making any money, and then boom, you sell another. It really is kind of scary, I guess. It just depends on what you like, okay? Some people are fine with that. Some people don't like it. I personally like to see money coming in every single month, something I can like consistently track and monitor. That's my preference. It just depends on what you like for income and how you want to build a business. But if you want to build a full-time income, definitely recommend building a long-term brand and business, okay? Because if you just go for short-term type stuff, it might not last very long. I would build something that has a purpose and a meaning around a passion that you like. That's probably the best kind of online business for the long run that you can build. Moving right along, OMG. I need your first sale. My first sale, wondering what that was. It was a teeth whitening product. I think it's still kind of popular. It's, a lot of people are selling it. It's a teeth whitening product, and I sold like 2 of them to one dude. I talked about that in the video upload today with my friend Zach. He's also a e-commerce guy. I would say it was like, it wasn't even, when I ran the ad, it wasn't even for that product. It just was on the store and it happened to sell. Thanks, buddy. You're welcome. Stylist Music. Michael Youngblood, is it wise to do influencer marketing with a general store, or does it even matter as long as the product you're advertising meets the audience interest? I would say as long as the product meets as long as the product you're advertising meets the audience interests, you're good. You're pretty much fine, okay? But you would have to send them directly to that product. If you're doing a general store, obviously, you'd have to send them right to that product link. So when you're sending people to the link, make sure it takes them right to that product, not just to the store in general. Otherwise, they'll be confused, like what the store is about. Moving along here. Daniel, how do you make it go straight to cart page after they add it? I'm not exactly sure about that, Daniel. I think that has to do with coding, which I'm not super great at coding. I've coded a little bit on my sites, and I usually just kind of like look it up on the Shopify forums. So maybe look through Shopify forums to help figure out your answer there for making go straight add to cart. There might also be an app for that, but usually apps, they try and charge you on stuff. So maybe some sort of coding thing, you have to try and find that. So moving right along, guys. Janice, yes, most people say I should build my brand. My mentors say that. I think I should go for some fast, popular. He's a bit worried about my Asian look. Most Asian look 10 years. Yeah, honestly, it's pretty funny. People should build brand. Yeah, any mentor, anybody like that is gonna say to build a brand, and trendy stuff can make you some money in the short term. It just depends on what you're trying to do, okay? If you really want to build a long-term business, build a brand. If you just want some money in the short term, build trendy stuff. It depends on what you're trying to do, what you want at the time. Because otherwise, if you're just doing super trendy stuff over time, you're going to have to switch from product to product as things go up and they die. So it ebb and flows there, just to say. Moving right along. Can I sell? Oh, sorry. I think I skipped a little bit here. Do you have any experience with social media marketing? I thought about doing that to build cash for dropshipping. So I was actually considering. I know a few people that did the whole like Ty Lopez social media marketing agency type of thing. Michael. And I've done a little bit of social media marketing, not for any local businesses. Just because that's a lot of client service type stuff. I don't really like client service businesses. They're just not very scalable, okay? But if you go out there and really work on your craft, you can build a good social media marketing agency especially if you want to build cash for dropshipping. You could just get a couple of clients. It's going to be really hard though. I mean, you have to build a lot of personal skills to go out there and convince businesses that you know what you're doing in order to make those like couple $1,000 a month or $1,000 a month from the social media marketing, or it depends on what you're trying to do. Obviously, you can't. I don't really have a lot of experience personally with social media marketing. In terms of like helping local businesses, okay? Because I know that's what a lot about what like Ty talks about and stuff like that. Moving along here, Yawn Breakers does Shopify payments hold your funds often? Okay, so if you are dropshipping, which I know a lot of you guys probably will be or are already, Shopify payments does hold a percentage. I remember my friend, it held him 25%. It held me only 10% for some reason. So it just depends on holding funds and stuff like that. I remember it was like $500 that got withheld for a little long period of time from like 10%. I mean, it depends from time to time. Your funds really shouldn't get held too much. You'll get a lot of your funds up front. Moving along, and Elise, thoughts on Tai Lopez Shopify course? I don't really know too much about it. Moving along here, like our 30-year-old Asian girl could look like a little 18. Yeah, that's so true. Some Asian girls definitely could look really young. Can I sell from Egypt? Bobo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can sell from Egypt as long as you can create a Shopify store and have a payment method, like a payment processor attached to it, which there should be a payment processor that is accepted in Egypt. You just go ahead and set that up there, and you should be good to go with making a Shopify store. All you have to do is just make sure you set up the payment processor. And dropshipping, it doesn't matter where you are to sell stuff from AliExpress. If you're going that route with making a Shopify store in general, I mean, depending on what you're selling, you just ship it anywhere. You can sell from Egypt as long as you can connect your payment methods and stuff like that. Moving along here, Daniel Gee, what is your highest? What was the product? So the product, the product that died out was a black face mask. That's what I sold in the highest period of time, and it did die out because the trend kind of died. Like Walmart, Target started selling it, and that's going to happen a lot of times with certain trendy products. So you just have to watch out for that. Half Chinese, look about 10 years younger. Yeah. I mean, trending products, I mean, you could earn anywhere from like 1,000, 3,000 upwards to 10,000, 20,000. I mean, it just depends on your traffic source and how you build things out with how much money you can generate. 21 people, only 15 likes. Let's get some likes, people. Thank you, Michael. Thanks for being the cheerleader of the group here right now. Guys, also, if you haven't followed, almost spilled my water there. If you guys haven't followed me already on Instagram, definitely check it out, Brendan_Valesky. If you guys want to see different stuff on there, as well as check out the free Facebook Mastermind group. All those things are linked down in the description box below, so you can check out all of those. Like this stream for sure. Leave a like if you already got some value. Moving along here, valuable Shopify YouTube channels I should follow. I mean, if you guys like my channel, there's a lot of different channels out there. I mean, there's a lot of popular people spreading good knowledge. Yawn Breakers, you skipped me. I waited for 30 years, maybe more. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get through all these questions. There's a lot of questions here. Yawn Breakers, I think I got your question now. Does Shopify payments hold your funds? It doesn't really hold it for that. Yeah, I think I answered. Yeah, I already answered that question. Moving along here. You Bobo Ma, I really need fast money. What products do you suggest will help me make a lot in advance? Go to pexta.com, look through those products, then go to Facebook. I'm going to be making a full video on how to analyze trending products. I'm going to be making that within the next week or so, so watch out for that video. Just how to analyze trending products and really make some quick money in the up front. I would just say to go to pexta.com, look it through there, and then go to Facebook, try and see what videos are trending, what's getting a lot of views, what's getting a lot of traction, and you can play around with that there. I should make 2 store, one for trending product and one for brand, because the brand will give me passive income. Yes, Janice, that is completely true. That is probably the way to go, especially getting started for you guys. Definitely separate like a trending store, because that's going to be generally like a trending general product store versus building like a long-term brand with like blog posts and all that kind of stuff, because you want the brand not like to keep really, really nice. Okay. Moving along here, Epic Mobcaster Gaming. Do you like lemons? Lemons, I like them with shrimp. Like lemon shrimp is nice, lemon chicken. Mostly on meats, I would say. Janice Brostrom, is passive income make you rich in the long run? Yeah, passive income for sure. Like you said, that's how you get rich in the long run for sure. I mean, that's building as many passive income streams as you can is for sure the way to go. Passive income, investment money as well, whether that's real estate, stock market. I actually have talked about stock market on this channel before, with passive income from that and building, investments. You kind of need a little bit more money to get started with a lot of investments. But stock market, you can get started pretty low. I'm going to be probably doing some more investment passive income videos on the channel. For sure, other than just like the Shopify stuff, because there's a lot more to this whole business, entrepreneurship, and life really than just obviously just ecom. There's a lot to it, so I'm gonna be making some different. I have released different videos on the channel on that before as well, on a lot of variety of business topics, but that's something I'll probably focus on doing a little bit more when I get to a certain level. But Kate Crypto. Is it true that PayPal is a problem for dropshipping and especially shop? PayPal, you can I've heard of some people getting their money withheld, or so they said reject. They reject payment or delete account. Yeah, they can do that sometimes. You have to be careful with PayPal. So you might have to talk to them directly if you're running into any kind of issues on there, Kate. It's not like a big issue. You can still do it fine. You can still build it and not have too many issues with PayPal. It's just that sometimes I've heard some people having issues. I never really had any issues with PayPal, but a lot of people apparently do. So I think it depends on your country sometimes too, and how you set up your settings or your business and stuff. Bobo means stupid. Anthony Venegas, how many Q&As do you do per week? Do a week or month? I'm trying to do these at least at least once or twice a week, on average and stuff like that. I'm trying to do them quite a bit because I enjoy doing them. It gives you guys a lot of value and stuff like that. It's definitely really helpful for you guys. So yeah, Anthony, I'm gonna be definitely doing a variety of different stuff. Zach, what's up? Brandon, I love you. I did a video with Zach, guys. If you haven't already checked out his channel as well, he makes a lot of good e-commerce content. He's a close friend. So check out the latest video on my channel. We actually did a story on how we both get started on Shopify, how we both got started about a year and a half ago or so when we were like 18. You can check out that video. It's on my channel. It's the most recent one posted. We talk together and kind of share our story there. Moving along here, Bobo, thanks. The funny thing what Bobo means in Spanish. T Copedge, can your domain name be different from your store name on Shopify? Yes, it can. So if you messed up your store name, you can actually change your domain name to something else as well. It's not really too much of an issue. You also you make also a video how to create long life store. Yeah, I'll throw that together in the video list of topics and stuff like that, because I think a lot of people would definitely get some value from that. Kate, for sure, definitely subscribe to the channel if you aren't already subscribed. Hit the notification bell, guys, so you get notified for videos like that. But I'll definitely create a video on long life store, because I think that's something a lot of people need to hear, because a lot of people on YouTube just talk about trendy this, trendy that, and not how to build an actual brand. And so that's the more long-term route for sure. Moving along here, Anthony, you need to build your YouTube audience. You give a lot of valuable info. More people should be getting your teachings. Thank you so much, Anthony. I appreciate the comment or the compliment. Moving along, Janice. Yes, it was the top 5% most rich people in the world get a lot of passive income for sure. For sure, at least people I know in my life definitely have a lot of passive income, lots of different income streams, different businesses that they've built. with most rich people, stuff like that. I mean, really, there's a lot of different info out there sharing that. That's definitely one of the routes to being very successful. Daniel Gee, Pexta versus Dropship Spy. I think I have a video. Going over Dropship Spy coming out tomorrow, so you guys could stay tuned for that one. But Pexta, I've had a lot of different videos on the channel. I kind of like Pexta a little bit more, even though I talk up Dropship Spy tomorrow. But both are good equally. But some like the Dropship Spy gives you a little bit more info about the products, which is cool. But Pexta does update a bit more. I would say so. They both kind of have similar products. It just depends on what you're trying to do. Janice, right now I do Amazon FBA and start to do Shopify store, make YouTube videos, earn ads, filming creative comment videos, and invest in Bitcoin. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff for sure. Gotta make sure you manage your time. Lots of different stuff there you got going on, Janice. Daniel Gee, how many different ad sets would you do for PPE? I would see. You could start with different age ranges. I've seen some people test with like 5 different ad sets at first, but that's probably a lot. You might want to just do like a couple and see what works, and then you can kind of analyze what is having the best results for you in your analytics section of Facebook ads to see what's working best in your PPE ad, and then scale up in that age range. Like make a new ad in the same age range and then scale that up and see how that does. There's a lot of technicalities there. I understand, Daniel. That's more something that's a bit more in depth, hard to explain right here without like showing you a lot of stuff. Kate, I want to do a long-lived store and next that trendy store to get fast money. I want to work from home, be able to stay at home with my small baby boy. I hope you will support me along the way to success. Yeah, for sure. I can help you as much as I can, Kate. Just subscribe to the channel, follow me, check out all the stuff in the description. That will help you out the most for sure. Moving along here. Brandon J. Kate, I hope you support. Yeah, Brandon. So Brandon J, answering your question, I never took a course, but I learned everything from YouTube, and I feel I have qualities to build 6-7 figure store, but I feel something's missing. Is dropshipping more simple than people make it? Yeah, the thing is with a course, that's why I made one too, is like you don't know what you don't know. So you may think that you know like a lot of the stuff, and you should have the qualities to build 6-7 figure store, but the thing that you might be missing is something you might not know that you don't know, and that's why having a course that kind of takes you through everything is very valuable. And getting advice from people, but course is like direct advice, so just depends on what you're trying to do, Brandon. But I would say that might be why. But at the same time, it's going to take action and practice, and nothing's guaranteed. All the kind of stuff that everyone talks about. It's just true. Janice, yes, I want to get rich, get that finance freedom, finance opportunities. For sure, that's the dream, Janice. Ines, your sales record in a day. I remember, I think that the highest sales I had was like $250 one day from a product, and it was like I was like crapping my pants on that day. It was a lot, and it took Ines. It took probably record sale. It probably took me a few months to get that for sure. That one day that was really awesome. Janice, I think it's really hard to build a brand, but I know what have made very, very rich on Shopify. What? Yeah, there's a lot of proof right there showing, like, there's a lot of stores I will show on the channel, kind of showing, like, what they're doing, how they became successful. There's a lot of, it's hard to build a brand, but if you do it in the right way, you think about a passionate niche, provide a lot of value, you should be able to obtain the success over a long term. Daniel Gee, I feel it's more complicated than most gurus make it out to be. Yeah, for sure, like what Zach said here, it definitely is. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme like a lot of gurus say with the whole, like, oh, just sell this quick, trendy product, blah, 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 you're good to go. It takes months to even get to the point where you know how to even do that in the right way, or like, it takes a lot of trial and error, okay? That's really what it takes Janice, I mean, what have made people very rich with Shopify to make the big brand? Yeah, I mean, to make the big brand is what makes people very rich with Shopify. I mean, I'm gonna be making a few different videos on like really, really top stores, comparing the two. And you know, the stores that make a lot of money are the big brands that are really mastering influencer marketing on Instagram, like having like a team and stuff. That's how you build like a really big brand. But it's a lot of work for sure. Cheers, boys. Both your channels have been a very huge help to me. You're welcome, Daniel. You know, Zach definitely thanks you as well. Cheers, Daniel. Yeah, for sure. Ines, how does your daily routine look like? I mean, I set an alarm to wake up. You know, it day to day. So what I do for my daily routine, like I go to the gym on days I got to go to the gym. I go to the gym at least like about 4 days a week. Okay. So I maintain my health with that. Sometimes go outside. I do work. I mean, I have certain things I know I need to do in a day, and I tackle those generally more towards the morning time, and then I kind of let other things get into the evening. I usually go to the gym in the evening just because of like timing. It works out with the people I go with. So yeah, I mean, daily routine kind of varies from day to day, depending also if I have class, stuff like that. Because I also am a student at the same time with event marketing. So lots of different stuff in my daily routine. It varies from day to day a lot. But that's kind of like the general stuff that stays pretty consistent within it. Wow, this stream's been going for almost an hour now. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. Probably going to wrap up the stream soon because it's been like an hour. If you guys have any other questions, be sure to leave them right now. As well as, you know, follow me on Instagram if you guys haven't already. Yeah, wrap it up. We got to go to the gym. Yep, exactly, Zach. We got to go to the gym. You know, that's my gym partner there, Ines, to answer your question there. Do you plan on working with other entrepreneurs like Hayden B, Tanner, Zaki? Was your next move for growing your network? I would love to work with people like that. I mean, I really respect them. I watch a lot of their content. You know, I just got to make those connects, try and you know, work with them, build out the network. I'm working on thinking about like, I'm trying to plan out how to grow out like that for sure. Brandon, you know, I appreciate, definitely, that's definitely in the plan and in the works. Brandon, would love to do that kind of stuff. I really admire a lot of them. But I just got to make the right moves to do that. Definitely want to, definitely in the plans for sure. Just got to like get to that right level. Okay. Through time, you know. Michael Youngblood, Zach went for 2 hours last night. Yeah, man, always a beast. Grind doesn't stop. No, you know, the cringiness, even the grind doesn't stop, bro. But hey, I mean, we gotta get to the gym. We gotta do this YouTube stuff. Help people out. 2 hours, yeah. I mean, it's been almost an hour. Hey. Yeah, Michael, that's for sure the answer there. PS4 games and HD movies, quite the interesting name there. What about the new Facebook ads updates? I mean, I would say I'm not really familiar with what you mean by Facebook ad updates. I know that I saw a notification on there when I checked it like a day ago. I'm not really familiar with the updates there. Yeah, guys, make sure to follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. Like this stream. Leave any final questions. Check out the free Facebook group, Mastermind, for Shopify dropshipping. Everything's linked below. Course, if you guys want to check that out. If you guys want to check out free Shopify 14-day trial, everything is linked in the description. Definitely go ahead and check that out. Follow me on Instagram. If I'm pointing the wrong direction. I'm pointing here. Yeah, I mean, it's on screen. So, yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up this stream, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Check out all the links, like I said. I really appreciate it. It's been fun. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.